Welcome folks, this is Will, Kimac Vintage. How are you all today? It's been a while since I've done a video on any type of work that I've been doing. Just been a busy summer and different projects that have been on the drawing board. You've seen some of the videos of the TechStep that I've been working on, of the SC30 compact boards, and also the SC30 compact case, which I actually have it sitting right here, so you can have a quick look at it. Look, I can lift this up with one hand. See, there's the case with the LCD. This is the one with the LCD version. Some feet on the bottom. There's the back. You got your buttons for the monitor here. Um, Vents. Oh, that's a speaker. Vents and so forth. So now this is two different colors because that's a filament that I had. But this is the Apple color down here. This is just black. So anyway, this video is not concerned this, but this was one of my major projects that I was working on. Very nice, very nice thing, and those will be custom order. I'll put something on the website under services, or actually commission, under services, and you can special order a case. Now I will say they're not going to be cheap. Okay, they're they're up there in the $700 to $800 range for the case because it comes with a floppy emu. It comes with the board, with the peak, with the yeah, basically it comes with everything, except for the actually logic board. The logic board you have to provide. Um, but we're around the $800 range right now. But that's with the LCD, with the floppy emu, with the blue SCSI, the compact SC30 compact board, and everything else that's in there. And all the wiring harness, the speakers, the power amplifier, the fan, everything is there. Um, the Pico is in there, but I did not include a brick yet, so that's why I'm not too sure on the price yet. I mean, maybe we can throw in a brick in there and still keep the same price range. Now, if you do get a version without the LCD and like without the floppy emu, just a blue SCSI, then it will drop it quite a bit. It'll probably drop it down to about 600, but that's still a lot. I mean, so do actually realize it's not something inexpensive, and even if you try to make it yourself, you're gonna run into that same kind of price tag. So I think off of this, I'm only making $40. And then actually Joakim is making some, and Ian is also making a little because of the RGB to HDMI that we're using. That it came from him. So, but it's again, it's for the community, and I mean, I'm keeping my costs as low as possible. I just have to actually recover what I put into it. So anyway, that's my dog there in the background. Where is he? There he is down there, chewing on his taco. And he loves that thing, and he'll probably demolish it in a couple days. Anyway, what am I here for today? What am I working on? I still have, this is a TechStep. This is the bottom board, because there are two boards. There's this one that is the bottom. This is the main controller board with everything on it. And then there's another one that sits on top, which is the keyboard. If you look at it outside of the case, it looks like this. Okay, so there is the TechStep. I still have the film screen on here, protector. This is everything with it. So I'm gonna work on this bottom board. I have all the top ones just about done. Three of them I still need to put the screen on, but I run it through the ultrasonic cleaner before I put the screen on. I have a bunch of them ready here. This is the board for the top. You see, so I already have these ready. I have one that's giving me some trouble, so I put that aside right now. I was gonna make 15, but I only got 14 working screens because one came damaged. So I can only make 14 units. So if one board is giving me trouble, that's fine. I'm okay with that. And I'll try to resolve that problem later. So you have an idea what they look like when they're finished. If you buy the version with the case, it is like this. This is in the case. It does not have the battery in there right now, so I cannot turn it on. And this has the new keyboard. This is the membrane keyboard that's printed with actually a what is it, UTP. So you just push on the buttons and it works. Now sometimes some of them might still be a little bit sticky, or they may not spring back as much. But this is also the new case design. If you see, there are no actually screws on top. They're all from the side. There are three sides, 1, 2, 3. This is the power, this is the, no, that's the screw. This is the power switch, that is the USB connector, and so forth. And then here you have your two ADB, your two serial, you got your SCSI and your audio, and then your screen, and and then you've got two LEDs here. One is the charge, the one on closest to the edge here is the charge, and then the status if there's a problem. And then this is your screen adjuster, so you can brighten and dim the screen. So but yeah, this is if you get it with the case. With the case, it is actually it is 400. Without the case, it is 375. So the case is only costing you $25, and that is my actually print cost with filament and time and power and everything else. That's so I try to keep it as low as I can. I mean, that's why the case is only $25. If you don't get it with the case, there will be a third board on the bottom, and that third board is just a blank board really, and it looks like this. So far I've only had one person buy one. It's just a blank board like this that has some information on it, and it will have some standoffs, and it will sandwich between the bottom board and the battery, and it's really there just to protect the battery. So if you buy it without the case, yours will be three boards, and you will not have the case and the keyboard membrane and so forth. So okay, so anyway, this is what we're gonna build. We're gonna build the bottom board for it, which is this guy. Okay. On this board here, let's see here. We have quite a few things to put on. We got these two. These are just two MC68HC24 chips. They go there. This is a PAL that I need to program. This is also a PAL that is already programmed by Max. These two are the two ROMs. One is a 1 meg, which has the ROM B SCSI on it, and then the 4 meg, which is the one that's got all four of the ROM packages in it. Then you got two other ones here. This is a HM62256 BLP. You have a 74 LS573. This is the main actually microcontroller chip. Okay. This is another PAL here that I need to program. This is a MC1454070W. This is just a normal 53C80 SCSI chip. And this is another LS573. So I got those to put on. I got a couple things for the power to put on and so forth. So let's get to it, right? That's what we're here for. So let's go to the scope and put down this board. Now you'll see I have another camera over here that gives you a little side view of what is being done. Don't mind my big fat belly that's gonna get in the view sometimes. And let's see where we start. I'm gonna start way over here because I have two resistors there that I need to put on. So we got 94, 95 here. Okay, 94 is a 30K. And 95 is a 39K. I gotta be careful to mix these because both of them are black. They have no markings on them. So I gotta make sure I always drop them in the right place. Okay. So they're on there. Let's put on U27. U27 is a voltage regulator. I'm gonna go right here. Let me zoom this out a little bit so you can see better. Now these boards came from JLC with a lot of this stuff already on it. That's why you see some things already on. But things that they could not supply, I had to buy from Mauser and put on. Okay. So let's keep on going and doing some of these small little things here. We have 3 MOSFETs that I need to put on. So these are real tiny little suckers. But they're at 3 different locations. So that's fine, no big deal, right? So one is right here by where we were just working, which is right there, Q3. We have Q1. Oh, there's a Q2. Q1 is over on the other side of the board. All right, you're already put on the board. So I always like to do the small things first before I move on to the next one. See what sort of messages are coming in. Okay. There's one, the other one is right here. You see how your view is? Your view is great. So anyway, summer. Oh man, what a summer. So it's been. I'm gearing up for VCF. That's why I'm building a lot of things. These TechSteps are to go to VCF. I have a slew of the SC30 compact boards ready to go to VCF. Now the great thing with those is that they come with the Pi. They don't just, but they don't have the SD card and the software on it. Just SD cards down here are very expensive for me to get, and um, you can get one in that from the States much cheaper and download the software from the wiki page on like a GitHub, and just unzip it and copy the whole unzip directory to the card. Okay, I mean, copy the content of the directory. Okay, not the whole directory and everything over, because then it will be one level too deep. All right, let's do this D20 chip since it's right here. I gotta do U28 and all that too, but we'll come back to that. This is another form of a MOSFET. diode including MOSFET, 8V, 24 volts. Okay, so that's what this is. Most of the stuff's pretty easy to put on. I think my dog wants to go out. Okay, there we go. That MOSFET is on there. What else is small that I can put on right now? Resistor 90. Oh, yeah. There's a bypass here there's one that I need to put on here. This R test one. It's required to run with the battery, so let's go ahead and put that on there. All that this is a zero ohm resistor, but it's a larger one. It's a 1206 size. It has no resistance or nothing. It's just a bridge. Okay. Now the big item here I gotta put on, which is this guy here. This is a inductor. Now what I like about this is that it already comes with some solder on the bottom side. See? Already has some solder on there. So really what I do with this sucker then is I come here and I heat up the hell out of this. Always work. Okay. That's holding that side. Now I come and heat up this side as best as I can. While I'm pushing down and transferring the heat, that will warm up that. See how much room I have on that side. Alright, that's holding now. These are a real pain to put on, so also solder there a bit. They have a very large ground, very large pad, but it's on there solid. That ain't going nowhere. Alright, let me do a little bit of cleanup here. I want to get rid of some of this flux that's all over the place. Now this is a flux remover. This is not alcohol here. Alright, so we got all of those on there. That's on there, that's on there, that's on there, these are on there, that's on there. Okay. We now can start doing some chips. Oh, I still gotta do those other two little suckers. Oh, I don't like doing those. Some people say do them with heat. I've tried that. Yes and no, it works at times, and sometimes it doesn't. So I have U28 right here. You can see how tiny that is. And if I bring it out, you're gonna be even more surprised how tiny that sucker is. That's it there. So you can see how tiny that is. Um, Move that a little bit out of the way there. Oh, come on. Okay, stay up there. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of solder on these pads. Not much. Put on some flux again. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my chip, put it down, center it. And that's it. Okay, he's down. This, I don't gotta put anything there. I got another one of these small ones, R29. Oh, sorry, U29. Okay, and it's the same thing. I'm gonna put down a very thin layer of solder. Okay, U28 is done. Let's get U29. U27 is ready. I have not done U27 yet either. U4, U2, U12, U4, U5. Yeah, I have done. I've done 28. I'm doing 29 now. U27. Yeah, that's a voltage regulator. All right, and here's the same thing. You see, it's a little tiny little sucker. I'm not gonna see that. Put down some more flux. Gotta make sure that doesn't bridge. And it looks like it's wanting to bridge on that side. Some say do this with heat, but I find with heat it's not. I've done some of them with air, and it just doesn't give me as good as a good of a result. Okay. Okay, we're done. I'll be able to tell right away if these work or not because of how what the symptom will be. Basically, the charging light in the battery will not come on. If there's something wrong with one of them. Okay. We got those on there. Let's do chip 4 and 5 now. These are tri-state octal D-type latches. Takes two of them. Alright, 4 is right here. 5 is up here. Here's 4. Okay. And then 5 is right here. My hand was just in all that flux. Okay, 4 and 5 are on there. All of that is on there. Everything from those bags are on there. This is L12. Sorry, U12. Yeah, 12 right there. Okay. because of how these are positioned and these caps that are right here. Kind of hard to get in there. Okay, that's on there. U2. So as you can see, this is a legit project that I'm doing with Max. He sent me the Gerbers and bombs and all this other stuff that I needed. And anyway, this is the chip that I'm doing now. $338. Yeah, 3:38 p.m. here in Cayman. We are on Central Time of the U.S. because we do not do daylight savings. So when the U.S. springs forward, we are 1 hour behind. When they fall back in the fall, well, U.S. will be on the same time as we are. Well, Miami would be on the same time. Beautiful. Now when it's on there, goes to that. I need to program. This one I can put on. I got a socket to put on. I got the main processor, main control chip to put on. So let's go do that main one now. These are chips I had to buy from DigiKey and have them shipped directly to Max in UK. He then programmed them because it uses an old style programmer, which I don't have. And once he programmed them, he sent them to me here. There's a Motorola chip. You see, there it is right there. It's a MC68HC711E9. So these are already programmed. Put on one leg. I love putting on these chips. They're not that difficult. I'm okay with that bridge there right now. I'll fix that later. All bridges I'll fix later when some of the solder on the iron is gone. I'll come back to that bridge in a minute. There it is. It's gone. I know I have one on the other side. Come back to this side. Let's just touch all these back up. Now we'll go to this side. Yes, I know there's a bridge there. I just moved it away from that hard to reach corner. I'll come back to it. As I solder, the ball moves with me, so I know all of that is done. That bridge is right there. It's fine. I'm just gonna drag it down here, and now I'll work it out. There. No more bridge. Let's clean this up a little bit. What I'm doing right now is soaking up some of the excess of this flux. So now we have a new project that we're working on. Very simple little thing. It has to do with our RAM, with our Blink RAM. We're enhancing something for it. So I'm not going to say much more because we're going to be releasing that at VCF. And the thing is that it's something so cool and simple. I'm really surprised others haven't done it. Okay, so I have that on there now. Let's just check that. Started good. All right, so where am I at now? I can put down this PAL chip that I got from Max. These are already programmed also because I couldn't find them anywhere. He found them in the UK for me. I don't have a socket for this one, do I? I think I do, but I'll just solder it directly to the board because it's not going to change the programming. And then two, I'm not wasting a $2 socket. Those PLCCs are not that hard to put on. This one is not hard, but the other two, these two, well, not that one, but this one, gonna be a pain to put on. It always is because those two large capacitors that are over there take up a lot of that space. Again, too, some people say use heat to put this on. Make actually pillows and then heat it up and then just drop the chip on it and center it. I find that more difficult to actually line up good. But in some cases, I do use it, like on this board and that one there that's got those capacitors that are in the way. I will be using it. I will be using that actually technique. Okay, so that one is all done. Now we can check it. I can bring my scope here, and then I drop the board off the edge. You see, and I can see my solder work. See that? All the legs are good. So that's how I check on them. All right, now I want to do some sockets, and then I need to program some chips. These are the two sockets for the ROMs. And what I do here is I have my socket. All right, I drop out the center. And you're wondering, okay, well, why did I do it that way? I kind of find out that it does less damage to the pins if I just do it this way. And it also comes off cleaner. Okay, that goes too. Then I do have another socket. This is the one for the SCSI. I was using these a lot on my SC30 boards, but I always had so much trouble with the SC30 and sockets, especially for the PLC sockets and so forth. I rarely use it. Okay, let me get a socket debris out of my way here. All right, so let's go socket on some sockets. Go solder on some sockets. This is the SCSI. Notches over here. So that goes on like this. So I'm going to anchor one corner. I do that by just centering in that as good as I can. She's not going nowhere. Now I just come and touch each leg. I do this for all sockets the same way. Okay, that's all done, all four sides. I did one of these previously and did the SCSI socket and went and tested and everything, and it wouldn't work. I went back and looked at SCSI, and out of the four sides, I only soldered three. I forgot one side. Yeah. All right, so we're here doing the ones for the ROMs. The notches in the upper corner there. All right, before I do that, let me take the dog out. Be right back. All right, I come back from letting the dog out. Sorry, I just paused the video, so for you it's like nothing. For me, it's been like 10 minutes. Anyway, we're gonna continue putting on this one socket here. This is for the 1 MB ROM. The same thing we're gonna do here. Let me see how your view is. Yeah, you're good. Um, all right, I center the two pins on that side, and I flip it around, and I do the same thing here. I'll just touch each leg and put some solder down. Three, four, yeah, all four sides done. Okay, we go on to the next one. This is also a ROM socket. I don't have them programmed yet. So we're getting there. I mean, the only thing left to do, I have one SCSI chip left. I have 60 on order. They're on the way from China. UT source. Um, I did place an order in February from Mauser for some 10 SCSI chips. And I went to open that package a couple days ago, and inside, what do I find? Only two. All this time I thought I had the chips. I did file a complaint with Mauser. They are researching it, and they let me know. The bad thing is that they don't stock the chip no more because it's become obsolete now. Kim, so, and the ones on eBay, way too expensive. Other places, way too expensive. Uh, UT source, I only paid like, I think $3 a chip. But that's the thing with this TechStep is that a lot of these chips are obsolete, expensive. Quite a few of them I had to get from China, some from eBay, some I had to get. Max had to buy for me and send to me. Okay. Okay, I now need to get on this one that is difficult to get on. But before that, I'll do the one that's easier, which is this one. I want to get these two on, then all the main soldering is done. The other two chips that I still need to solder, I need to program first. Oh, this is another China chip. Well, these are AliExpress actually, but yeah, that's still China. I got two of these to put on. And notches up here in this corner. So again, this is like a PLC, normal 44 pin PLC. I put these on SE30s all the time. The thing is that this one has some components that are very close by over here. Difficult side looks done. What I look for is that that pad gets covered. There's a pillow there. And that's what I'm looking for, and then I do an inspection like that before I rotate it. Let me clean my tip when it's very dirty. Okay. Ooh, got a lot of bridges there. I can see that bridge right there. Now that's gone. Cleaned up. We can go and verify it. Again, I just bring this and hang it off the edge. Okay, that's very good. That's all good. That's all good. Perfect. All right, now what do we do with the difficult one? Uh, I've been doing it with heat, and that's been turning out pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put down some flux. I make some pillows. Okay, now when it's still hot, I bring my chip close by, get my tweezers, get my hot air, turn it on. Oh, I got one thing that I don't like. Okay. Hey, this is the side that's hard to reach at with the soldering iron. Be careful not to melt. I'm gonna put down a shield here. I want to lower down my airflow. The chip fell out of my hand on my tweezers. To get all this evenly hot. Now that I got that shield there, I can turn up the airflow, and this will get it a lot hotter. The good thing with the shield here is that I'm blasting it on the shield, and then that's directing it right onto the pins that I need. Push down on that, then that should solder. And we'll go check it in a second here. Take out my shield. All right, let's go check the work. It's gonna be hot. Hmm, that side did not go as good as I thought it would. A lot of loose ones here. This is why I don't like using the air method. See, that's loose, that's loose. Okay. Almost everything on that side is loose. That's okay, because that's not a difficult side. So this one here, I can just come like this. I will check them now. Okay, number 2 there. Okay, here. See, all of these are down. At this side. Okay, this is the hard side to check. Last time I had a problem. These two were not secured. Now you see here I can't get in there, so all I can do is push. Ah, you see? That one is loose. So pin number 2 right there. I'm gonna try to get in there with my soldering iron. It's not easy. I've already talked to Max to try to make these a bit better layout for future boards. To make it more socketable. Alright, let's do some cleaning here because we got a lot of flux all over the place. Time is it? Okay, 4:20. We're almost done with this one. I just got 2 more to put on, but I need to program those first. We have I wonder if that opened up yet. We have a Tim Horton here that's about to open up if it hasn't yet. I think this week it might open up. But I haven't seen any advertisement for it opening up yet. But they just finished it. They put up the drive-through stuff. They put up the signs. I can see people inside, probably training. Okay. Um, Now we need to program some chips. So let's put away the hot air. Let's put that away for now. My chip programmer right here. Let's switch cameras. Okay, so I have this right now for the PLC, for the ROM one, so let's get them done first. These two go in there. I had one here that fell out, so we'll throw this one in there first. All right, let's see here. ROM programmer. Chip that I'm using is the 1 MB right now. Okay, let me load the code. Sorry, I can't show you what's going on my screen. Or can I? Screen. No, not that one. Where's my other screen? Screen 2. No. I think I can, but I just gotta swap these around. And bring this down here. Okay, now I can show you. Alright, so I have my chip selected. I'm gonna load the source code. It's right here. This is the 1 meg, so this is the SCSI. I just do OK. I do program, and there it goes. Alright, so the 1 meg is done. So I pop that out. I'm going to put that in the 1 meg socket, which is the one that says 010. Okay, so the 1 meg is done. Let's get a 4 meg. I got 3 left, and I have 3 boards, so when I bought the stuff, I bought just enough to make the units I need for this. Even bought 15 screens, but one arrived damaged, so. And with the arriving damage, I can only make 14. I'll buy one when I go to the States. Alright, so now this is a different chip. So I have to select the 4 meg, which is right there. Load, browse, load the multi, because that's got all 4 ROMs in it. And program this. It's a bit slower because it is 4 megabytes instead of which is 1 like the other one was. We've been going an hour and 10 minutes. Okay, this one done. I dropped this in there. I went in a bit too easy. Okay, now I need to switch adapters because now we gotta go program PAL chips, which are only 20-pin PLCCs, which are right here. And if you're wondering what those are, they're these little chips like this. Okay, which I also have an adapter for. So now if I go back to here, I am going to go back. I'm going to select chip, which is this one. Now I load the U8. And just hit program, program. And I've done already. U8 is the one down on this side. I have one more to put in. And this is the U9. And we are done with the programming. Okay, that one goes over here. I'm gonna put in this program, this adapter, because I like that one more in there. Just move this out of the way. All right. Meantime, we can put in the SCSI chip. Okay, where did the tube go now? There it is. Garbage can is right there below my hand, and yet I still missed it. That's why I never played basketball. All right, so the SCSI chip is this socket over here, which I did not clean yet. Let's give that a little clean. Put this SCSI chip in. There we go. SCSI is now in there too. Okay. Okay, now I'm left with these two to solder. U8, which is right here. And the notch is up this way. Okay, there. That's all pointed down, so let's just And solder this quick. And there's 3 sides, and now the last side. Okay. Good. Now let's do the other one. Notches up here. Okay. Uh, okay. I'm doing the difficult side last. There we go. 2 sides. The third side. I need to put down some more flux. That's the fourth side. Well, the third side. This is the fourth side. The fourth side is it's the problem one because of those resistors that are right there. So I throw down some extra flux. And I just hope that they're soldered. So let's go see. Yep. 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 Yes. Okay, folks, we're done with chips. All right, now what I have left to put on is the DB25 connector for the SCSI, the audio connector, and then the sockets that connect to the pins that go to the top layer board. I'm just cleaning flux right now. Okay, so let's go do these other 2 things we have to do. There's the DB25 connector. And the audio connector. So let's go put these on. DB25 goes right there. And let's start soldering it. Okay. Now we're gonna secure it here. This just helps anchor it. Okay, let me take the audio connection. That wasn't the dog. That looked crooked. Oh my god, that's very crooked. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to heat this. Okay. It was just on there very crooked, and because I already soldered all the points, it would have been easier just to heat it up like that. And okay, so we have everything here connected. All right, the only thing left now are my sockets to go to the other end. There's 4 of them. 2 of them are the same size, and then the other 2 are different. Okay, if you look at what I'm doing here, really it's just sockets like I see this. Okay, and then I have inserts. I have header spacer pins that are like this. That raises it and connects to the other level, which would be the top board. So I basically snip these. And this one will fit right here. So I I put them all in like this now. Then I take the top board and put it on and then solder it. So then I know everything lines up nicely. And now I'm doing the next one. And you see, so it's all done. It is double row. It should have a 4. No, that's a 3. Oh yeah, here's the 4. I have one 4 one already. The previous board. And the one of 4 is already done. You see here, there. Okay, now I need one more strip to do the finish this one. Okay. Okay, so they're all in place here. So if you want to see what it looks like, this is what I've done. Okay, so you can see my risers are there with the pins and everything in them. Now I'll take one of the top layer boards. Okay, so you see now I'll go ahead and sandwich it. Now I have them all, everything lined up good. Now I can solder this in place. So here's the one of 4 and 4, which is the 8 one. Oh, you can't see. Okay, there we are. Okay. Okay. The one side is all done. Now I'll flip it over. My dog knows it's almost time to go visit my mother. She likes to go there and run in the yard. She has a lot of property. He can run and play and do everything in there. And she also has a dog. She has a little Shih Tzu, or whatever they call it. Shih Tzu, Shih Tzu. And they play and run together. Her dog is called Hero. Also a rescue, but a breed rescue. Same as mine. Mine was too, but part of it was that the people had no time left for the dog, so Okay, so I have all the top ones soldered. Now I need to flip this thing over. Need to do the bottom side because I need to get those sockets stuck in there too. Waiting for my message to show that my packages have. All I keep on getting is AliExpress. Alright, so now let's solder this side here. I'm gonna zoom this out a little bit more. I need to clean that tip. Now I did the pin side on the earlier. Now this is the socket side. So I'm back on the bottom board now. So one thing that this board does not have on it is the built-in RAM to store your tests in if you turn it off. You can save them into the RAM, and then the battery internal will keep them. So those chips you can't buy no more, and they're so expensive if you can find them. That would make the TechStep almost a $600, $700 item. And for that price, you might as well buy one of the originals, right? If you can find one. Almost ready here. Okay. We are done we're done doing the soldering. That's merged just the two boards together. So if you look now, it's merged together, so it won't fall off. But I need to undo it now, so I'm gonna just snap them out. There it is. The top I don't need right now because I got one thing left to solder on the bottom of this board. And this is the iPhone 6 battery connector, which unfortunately I only have one left, and I'm short 3. I ordered 15, but they only sent me 12. I'm trying to find some more locally. Okay, oh, I landed right where I needed to go. Okay, so this is the connector here. Very easy to solder on. It's got some anchor points to help secure it, and then there's only 4 connections. The 2 in the middle don't do anything. So this is an anchor point. That's a connection. Why is this one a double? It's got that extra pin there in the middle. Hmm. This has an extra pin. The other ones, you see, they don't have that other pin right there. Only one in the middle and then two on each side. I'll need to see if the battery will connect. Let me clean that first. Hmm. It's not the same. See now. See, that center is larger. I can't test this one. I don't have any more of these connectors. So there's 4 that I need. No wonder this one looks different. Was in a completely different bag too. Although it says 6 plus, 6S, and 6S plus FBC connector, right? It's not. It's not, because if you look at my other connectors, show you. See, here's another connector. You see? You see how the middle is? There's only one pin. That connector point is much smaller. See that? Hmm. Oh boy, something just does not want me to build these last few TechSteps. Okay, so that one done. I have 3 more to build, but won't be now. And unfortunately, I can't test this one. I can if I put bench power on it, but then that's going to be a bit trickier because then I have to undo that 0 ohm resistor and direct injects power into it. I have done that. But don't need to do that right now. I'll see what I'm going to do about connectors and batteries. See, my dog is sitting here bugging me because he wants to go over to grandma. But I'm going to end this video because I'm at 1 hour and 40 minutes. So anyway, folks, I want to say thank you for watching. If you have stuck through all of this, and if you have, I'm going to play this here for 1 second.
Please hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications.
And I have to thank Mark from Markintosh for making that video for me. Also, remember to check my coffee site, which is kmacvintage.com. It'll take you to my coffee site, and there's the shop. You can see you can see the TechSteps are there, the SE30 cards are there. I added more Tash 20 external, Tash 20 tiny, the small little ones. Added some more Dan cards. All those things I've made recently and are taking with me up to VCF. But I also added them to the store so they can sell. TechStep is there. I do have some ready that I can ship out. They will ship from Cayman Islands for now. It takes about 10 to 14 days. Although I sent one to Australia and I got there in 8 days. I sent one to Switzerland. I got there in 11 days. I think it was 11. But anyway, yeah, he already got his over there too. Someone in Florida that bought one also got his already. So 3 of them already been delivered. 2 are still en route. One is going to to Wisconsin, and one is going to Seattle to Washington State. So yeah, so two are still out there and on the way. And the SC30 compact cards, yes, those are also available on the website already. So see, look who's making noise back there. Where is he? There he is. You can't see him right now, huh? He's ready to play and go. There he is. Uh-huh. Uh, he ready to go to grandma's house, but he still gotta wait a good 30 minutes. He's ready to go. But anyway, um, thank you for watching, folks, and sorry about some boring parts in that, but this is just how this stuff goes. And making this stuff is, it's just repetitive, boring work of soldering and putting things on. But I like it. I find it very, very relaxing to do the work. So I don't mind sitting here doing it. So do give me a like and thumbs up, please. Be helpful. Comments, feedback would be great. Okay. Thank you all. See you all next time. Bye bye.